Joining us now to discuss more, NBC News legal analyst Danny Cevallos. Danny, good morning. So what part of Texas's abortion ban then could be impacted by this lawsuit? I mean, in the wake of Roe versus Wade being overturned, what are the possibilities here as far as court decisions go?
This lawsuit hones in on the part of the Texas ban that deals with the exceptions when there is the risk of substantial harm to the mother or the fetus will not be born living. Now, the problem there is, what exactly does that mean? Legislators write laws, but they're not doctors. So doctors are left interpreting it to figure out exactly what that means. And the concern here, especially borne out by this lawsuit, is that doctors are afraid. They err on the side of not providing an abortion because there are harsh penalties. Imagine what any of us would do if you were given a choice by a statute, but if you choose unwisely, you're going to face criminal prosecution. You're going to take the path of least resistance. You're going to be careful, but that may have some serious consequences because doctors are just going to avoid risk, which is something we all do. You see in that interview that the approach by the Right to Life folks is that, well, it's pretty clear and that's malpractice if they don't follow it. Well, doesn't sound like he's making those medical decisions himself. If you are a doctor and your license is on the line, then there's some fear involved.
Well, let's dig into some of those legal implications for doctors who choose to practice an abortion. What do those look like? And I mean, as a lawyer, what would you recommend to a doctor?
I would recommend to a doctor, candidly, look at the law, resolve all issues in favor of not finding anything that will get you a jail sentence or criminal prosecution or losing your license. I mean, risk aversion. Unfortunately, we lawyers are risk averse, and that's the way we counsel our clients. It's why we don't make particularly good businessmen, because we don't like risk. So if I'm counseling a doctor, I would say, look, one choice will almost always land you avoiding jail time. The other one, very real possibility of jail time, especially in Texas. So, look, use your best judgment. But keep in mind, as they said in Indiana Jones, choose wisely.
Some other states have identical bans or nearly identical bans to this, and I think we're already starting to see legal action play out around the country. What is it we're seeing, and how does this end? Does this have to go before the Supreme Court again, possibly?
Probably not, because the Supreme Court is pretty clear. The state of the law now in a post-Roe era is that the states can ban abortion from the moment of conception. They can ban abortion or allow abortion right up until the day before birth. I don't think that last scenario is very likely, but that gives you an idea that this has truly been returned to the states. So it will take a very creative challenge to even get the issue of Roe and Dobbs in front of the Supreme Court again.
All right, Danny Cevallos, appreciate it, Danny.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.